Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. And in the last episode, guys, Watson went undercover once again, this time as Barnaby, the drunken shop owner who had an invitation to the bank auction. So Watson went ahead and donned his clothes and went to said auction. We got some really interesting information, however, we also ran afoul of the sheriff, a very dangerous man who was able to see through the deception and told Watson it would be in his best interest to leave town as soon as possible. So we went back to the boat where we arrived here in New Orleans and found all of Watson's clothes and Sherlock's clothes strung out all over the place and in the water, and it was looking pretty bad. However, we ran into a lady named Lucy who told us to meet her here on the Nymph of Louisiana, where she could actually get us some replacement clothes. So let's see what happens here.
Always a pleasure to see you regular, Mr. Barnaby. Welcome home.
Ah, he's a regular. That's not surprising. Ladies and gentlemen.
May I ask for your assistance?
No, honey, I've heard nothing.
Sorry to interrupt you too. Okay, that is not Lucy. Oh, room 6. The Dunwich pear. The only taste that truly satisfies. Ah, here we go.
Well, look at you. All dressed up with nowhere to go.
I can't thank you enough. As I was saying, our journey has hardly gone to plan. We seem no closer to finding our missing people than when we left.
Well, if there were anything to know, Champagne'll know it. She's across everything in New Orleans. Look for her in the fisherman's village behind the Creole quarter.
Thank you again, Lucy. I shall make my way there now.
Good luck, Johnny. Keep out of trouble.
Hopefully nothing bad happens to Lucy for helping us. That would be unfortunate. Hey, where'd Sherlock go? Okay, he was just waiting for us.
Oh, forgive me, Watson. The difference is plain as day. What a remarkable transformation from Barnaby.
If we're critiquing wardrobes, Holmes, maybe you can explain why you used to roll just one sleeve up. Did you get bored halfway through?
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, and we're back as Sherlock. Good stuff. It was a choice, wasn't it? To have the one sleeve rolled up. And we still can't change clothes. Let's go talk to Champagne. I will always call champagne Champagne because of Christopher Walken and the Continental sketches on SNL. I don't watch a lot of Saturday Night Live, but man, those sketches were funny. Just because it's Christopher Walken, I don't think anyone else could have done it that funny. Or that strange and awkward. So I'm going to assume that we head to that house. It's pretty easy to find here in the French Quarter. That one right there, the larger one. Houseboat.
I'm gonna die. Gonna die.
Other gods.
Are you all right, sir?
It'll come again. I will die.
What happened?
The Loa of Death came to me last night. I know it will come again.
Let's start from the beginning. My name is Sherlock Holmes. Could you describe last night's events for me?
I'm called Seabrook. It was my mom, Brigitte. She came to me in the shape of a giant black rooster. Before that, some hit the wall outside. Then she came in. She took my will and she led me to the water.
Perhaps you were dreaming?
I wish I was. The great gator was there. It called me and I couldn't resist, but then the spell broke and I managed to crawl ashore.
Interesting.
I know how it sounds to an outsider, but it was the Loa of Death and it ain't finished with me.
Well, I know what a Loa is, but maybe Sherlock needs that info.
You mentioned a Loa. What is that exactly?
You outsiders only know one god. But there are many and we call them Loas. and Maman Brigitte is one of them. She is the Loa of Death and Life. She heals the righteous and punishes the guilty.
Did you feel anything apart from fear last night?
Yeah. The signs of Maman's presence, no doubt about it. Everything became blurry, and my mouth was dry, and the light became very bright.
That is something.
Let's head in here and see what we can find.
He dropped a cup here.
Bull's house. Oh, I hear a critter out there.
It smells sweet.
Large white flowers, huh?
This one is almost odorless.
Green leaves.
Interesting. I will take it just in case.
I would love to learn more about these. The healing properties of some herbs are truly amazing, Holmes.
And some are extremely dangerous. Cold ground herbs here.
Mix in equal proportions. Goldenrod, strawberry leaves, and jasmine flowers. Got some lettuce. Some good groceries here. Carrots.
Supper leftovers. It's not a simple tea. A herbal concoction, rather.
Black tea seems not to be very popular here.
Not really, no.
Some chewing tobacco leaves.
South is more of a coal iced tea territory there, Watson.
Cheap and strong brew. Judging by the facial features, Cole and one of his relatives. With William in Shreveport, 1879.
Okay.
Are you a good fisherman, Cole?
I wouldn't say so, sir.
So we got this area and this area settled. Light comes in. Hello there.
There are too many imprints here. It's hard to say where he did or didn't go.
Sir?
I must ask you, did you have a drink last night?
No, sir, I didn't take a sip. It all happened before I went to bed, and I only drink to fall asleep. That's just how it is lately.
A feather. Not black, however.
Did you really expect to find the feather of rock here?
Well, you never know.
More boot prints here.
Okay. And got a handprint. Seems more likely. Looks like we have all of the info that we need. Oh, wait a minute.
We have a feathered friend in the case. The poor bird crashed against Cole's house. The damage is recent.
All right. Can't go back out any other way. Double double check and see if there's anything else that we may have missed.
Sir?
Your boat is wrecked. What happened?
Well, I stumbled over a cypress root.
You'd need some force to cause that damage.
Yeah. And to be really down on your luck.
No. What to believe here, honestly. Can't go in there. Just wanted to double check. I mean, you do definitely have a gator. Yeah. He's right there. Hello. Let's go with that for right now. Definitely not the black rooster. Yep, all over the shop. And he scrambled back in. It's like the chicken from Family Guy who Peter goes after. So he was sitting there and the bird hit. Alright, I assume that this is probably the case. Let's go ahead and validate. Wait, was there anything else? One. That was the second. Yeah, we'll validate.
Cole was having dinner. He was alone. The herbal decoction started to affect him. He became dizzy and dropped the cup. Hallucinations and stimulation brought him outside. He could have drowned if not for the sobering effects of the cold water.
Yeah, I think he accidentally... Maybe he was not paying attention to what was mixed up in his herbal remedy.
Sir?
Cole, I am sure that you were alone last night. The Loas were not with you.
Well, what else could you say?
I didn't say that I disbelieve you. I'm wondering about this recipe.
It's just herbal tea. I went to Mr. Samdi and he gave me the recipe to help calm my heart.
Oh.
Is he a doctor?
He is a voodooist. It was risky, but all I wanted was some sleep.
Where can I find him?
On the side of the church at one of the entrances to the fisherman's quarter. Look for a Veve sign, but watch what you say. He has the power of voodoo.
Voodoo.
I'll be careful.
You do. Do what? Remind me of the babe? Okay. So, Samdi here hopefully is not a baron as well. So, we've got all of this here. Lovely. Full Seabrook's testimony. Found at the church across the way. Now, I know Baron Samedi from two things primarily. One, the James Bond movie Live and Let Die. But primarily, Baron Samedi and the Samedi themselves, or the Samedi, are a bloodline in Vampire the Masquerade. Alright, here's the church. Side of the church at one of the entrances. This is the church. Maybe over here. Ah. Voodoo Samedi. Didn't see this place before. Dear Mr. Holmes, I knew that when you heard about voodoo, you would be immediately skeptical. This world is not what it seems. I find it strange that in your journey you are still in disbelief. I am sorry that I won't be there when you come for me. I would love to open your eyes. I presume you wanted to ask me about the recipe you found at Cole's house. Knowing of his tragedy, I told him to brew an infusion from these herbs. The effects of that infusion are solace and mollification. If you do not believe me, read this book. They are the answers that you seek. May the spirits be with you, Mr. Holmes. Zomdi. P.S. After you find what you are seeking, please return the tome. Some books can do bad things if they fall into the wrong hands. Okay. Interesting. Zomdi offered a look at his book, which might give me some answers. A thick old book filled with notes on rites, spirits, and symbols. A significant part of the book is devoted to various herbs and their descriptions and their properties. So we need to talk to some people here. And also do some research, it looks like, but I don't know where we would do some research. Oh yeah, we probably need to detective vision this area. Anything? So I'm wondering if the incident that they're talking about stemmed from that picture we saw of him and his family member. Let's talk to some folk and see if they have any information.
Could you help me?
Oh, I've heard talk.
The locals seem to respect Zomdi, despite him being a little strange. He helps people with their health problems, can give advice, resolves disputes, and can also remove slander and hexes. And how about Cole?
Help me, please.
No, fast I've heard of it.
Maybe we need to go ahead and talk to someone here in the Creole Quarter.
Do you know anything about this?
I've heard about that. Let me tell you.
Cole's neighbors saw him that night, and when he left the house, they thought he was drunk. Cole was alone with no spirits observed. Search this in the arc. Oh. Cool. Yellow flowers with pointed leaves. A plant with alternate elliptical pointed leaves which are narrowed into a winged petiole. It has yellow flowers in small and numerous baskets, less than an inch in diameter, collected at the tops of the stem in a narrow, erect, aniculate inflorescence. Okay. So, less than an inch. Leaf form. Narrowed. Doesn't say anything about the smell, but color is yellow. Goldenrod. C3PO. Perennial herbaceous plant from the Asteraceae, that word family. Goldenrod has a strong diuretic effect and is used for indigestion and rheumatism as general anti-inflammatory property. Green leaves. Alright. Blue. Oh. Trifoliate leaves right there. And 1/2 to 2.5 inches. 1.5. 2.5. So maybe there. With a sour odor. Strawberry. Strawberry leaves are an effective remedy to improve appetite and normalize digestive processes. Teas and infusions with strawberry leaves have a positive effect on the work of the heart and help lower blood pressure. They have a mild analgesic effect. So the large white flowers are what gave me pause. 4 to 6 inches tall. And a strong, sweet, pleasant odor. Jimson weed, also known as devil's snare, is a potent poisonous plant. In case of poisoning, Jimson weed causes dry mouth, speech and swallowing disorders, dilated pupils, impaired near vision, fear of light, delirium, hallucinations, and agitation. Severe poisoning is characterized by the loss of orientation and sharp mental arousal. And there you go. That is what was needed.
Sir,
Cole, where are these herbs from?
I bought them from Zora. Her stall is at the market near the port.
The herb merchant. And I think I've got... Yeah, let's just head to the harbor master's office because we know that the market is right here. So Zora, huh?
Yeah, I bet Zora would kill her. Did you see how she rushed there? Fearsome woman. Yeah, I'm afraid for them Chinese and for anyone who messes with her.
Okay. Strawberry leaves. Tobacco leaves. Looks like these guys have been partaking as well.
Excuse me, just one question.
I'm bone tired, but yeah, I'll help you.
Zora went to Chinatown Market. She was wanting to start a fight with another herb merchant there. Zora is known for her quarrelsome temper, however, and for the last few days she has been unusually aggressive. My goldenrod. No Jimson weed, though. Alright. Let's go. Chinatown. This has been interesting. I didn't expect another side quest here in New Orleans, but this one has definitely piqued my interest. Getting into a fight with another merchant.
Are these herbs fresh? And you dare call my products substandard?
Excuse me, are you Zora?
I am. What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have several questions, if you don't mind. You are selling herbs, is that right?
Do you want to buy something?
Not really. I wanted to ask if you have the herbs from this list.
Goldenrod, jasmine, strawberry. These are very common. I do sell them same as any other herb merchant.
I came here because Cole Seabrook mentioned you. Do you know him?
Unfortunately, yeah. He's my late husband's brother.
Have you heard of Jimson weed?
A poisonous plant, but it can help ease the pain if you know how to use it. Some believe you can use it to create a zombie, a will-less slave.
Is that what you wanted for Cole? Or did you sell it accidentally?
Did Cole get what he deserved? Ha! The Loas heard my prayers.
So you admit it was on purpose?
I admit there's a higher power maintaining order and justice in this world, and Cole got what he deserved.
Oof.
I'm happy that it happened, but that doesn't mean I'm to blame.
Can I ask what caused such hatred?
The sheriff confiscated all our weapons, and then the disappearance began. William wanted one rifle, just one, to protect us. Cole was too eager to help, and as a result, my Will got a bullet in his chest.
How did Cole explain what took place?
He just walked away as if nothing happened. Cole is the reason I lost my husband, and he should pay for it.
Don't you want to know what really happened?
For me, it's clear. An innocent man would tell everything. Only the guilty remain silent.
All right. Plot has thickened. I guess now we need to talk to Cole about that. So the sheriff and his machinations have affected a lot of different people in different ways. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I'm really glad we chose what we did when we got to profile him, that he was just he's a dangerous man who just kind of appears to be a dandy. So let's see what Cole has to say about this. Maybe he'll have some other info. Hopefully if he's still here. Okay, he's still here.
Sir?
I've learned about your tragedy, Cole. My condolences.
Zora told you, didn't she?
Can you tell me what happened and why you feel guilty?
My brother died. I'm alive, and William is not. That's why.
Tell me, what was the plan?
William had to get into the warehouse through the eastern gate, the one not far from the market on the edge of the railroad. I hid behind the barrels. I was on the lookout.
So what went wrong?
William went in, then came back with a rifle. I saw him jump off the crate, and then bang! He was lying there dead.
Did you see who shot him?
It was the bloody sheriff. I swear I saw him smiling.
What happened next?
My heart stopped. I froze. Then the sheriff yelled, "See if there are more rats." And I woke up. I ran away. I had just one task and I failed it. And for my mistake, the Loa of Death will come for me.
Based on his story, I'm wondering if the gun just went off when he dropped down. Guess there's only one way to find out, and that's to check the warehouse. And we know where the warehouse is. That is... yeah, that kind of bizarre building that we saw. This way. Oh, that's crazy. Zora has to work literally right where her husband died. Yeah, that probably would make me a bit grumpy too.
The warehouse eastern gate. According to Cole, it all started somewhere near the barrels.
Chewed leaves and tobacco?
Chewed tobacco. That's the spot.
I hid behind the barrels. I was on the lookout.
Uh-huh. And he came from the eastern...
An oily handprint. The substance has solidified. I assume that this is cosmoline with which the gun was lubricated.
William went in, then came back with a rifle.
William was shot here.
I saw him jump off the crane and then bang! He was lying there dead.
The bullet went through him, and based on its velocity and mass, I would say the shooter was no more than 35 or 40 feet away. This lamp did not leave William a chance to go unnoticed.
So 35, 40 feet away. Oh.
The sheriff stood here. Cole had no chance to spot him approaching.
It's a terrible choice of position, and it cost his brother his life.
Then the sheriff yelled, "See if there are more rats!" And I woke up.
And what did Cole do?
Yeah, Cole, where did you end up going?
My heart stopped. I froze.
I mean, can't blame you.
Cole sought safety in flight.
Now I see why Cole thinks he deserved it. He simply left his brother behind.
He did not have much of an option.
Sad. I think Zora would like to know about this.
Yes, indeed. Okay, well, Zora's probably not going to like that information, but we'll go ahead and hand it off to her at the beginning of the next episode, guys. We'll see what the conclusion of this story is. Maybe Cole and Zora can at least have some sort of reconciliation. But then after that, I guess we will continue on with the main case. But hope you all have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. I will see you next time. Later days, everyone.